Mike, host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to the Team Podcast, episode 001. Our very first official podcast.
We here.
I got Wells from Horseplay.
Sup? But I'm on the team right now.
You're on the team.
Horseplay is my own thing.
Horses are by myself.
And the great DJ Smythe on the ones and twos.
I am not a DJ.
He's the producer.
There we go.
Or tech ops.
Tech ops, producer, jack of all trades.
Yes.
Occasional jackass.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
We're finally here.
Yep.
It's been months of anticipation.
A long summer.
I know. We're finally here. We're finally doing it. We're here talking about sports because we like sports just like you do.
Just like you. It's a great
Just like
tagline,
you.
by the way.
What'd you guys get up to today? What you guys?
I recorded the Horseplay podcast.
I did work outside of this.
and I worked.
You work?
I'm ready to talk more sports, man.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right. So
Aight.
let's jump right into this.
There we go.
So we got Donald Trump.
Who's that?
That is not sports. Just throwing it out there.
Let's start with Donald Trump because obviously everyone's talking about it. Let's get our 2 cents on it here. So basically, in a nutshell, Donald Trump, in a rally in Alabama, said, and I quote, Wouldn't you love to see one of those NFL owners would say this when somebody disrespects a flag, say that son of a bitch, get that son of a bitch fired. Basically telling anyone who kneels for a flag that they should be able to fire them.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Is he wrong? No.
Basically, the NFL retaliated or whatever. They started protesting in unity over the weekend. So, what do you think about that, Wells? Did it ruin your NFL Sunday?
No, not at all, man. And everyone's got a take on this. Everyone. So I feel like my opinion is not as validated as everyone else's, but it's a touchy subject, and I'm not the person that should be kind of expanding on it.
Why is that, Wells?
Because I am a
Caucasian
I'm an old Caucasian male who what he says is dumb, stupid, boorish, but it doesn't I can't get. I don't know.
You can talk about it like entertainment, like your beloved Steelers, if anyone doesn't know.
Yeah, but you know what?
They stayed in their locker room.
The thing that matters the most is the people who are on the grand stage, right? So football players are on the grand stage, right? This is everyone's watching these guys, right?
Well, here's my thing. And you know what? It's great they protested. I understand everyone has a right to protest. The problem is that you're employed in someone else's building. Your TV time is at the expense of the league.
Yeah.
So I feel like they do have the right to say you're not allowed to protest the national anthem or protest on television.
Wait. Does Donald Trump have the right
to call them sons of bitches?
To say you don't have the right to do it. That was the whole point of their protest. Or
it doesn't matter who. The players also say they don't have the right to do it either, right?
He was calling out the owners saying you should fire these sons of bitches, right?
Yeah.
But the owners, you see, were all on the field supporting their players, which I agree with, but some of it looked a little more forced.
Oh, definitely forced. It's definitely forced action from the owners of the league. But the logic behind it is really the owners should tell the players, hey, you can't protest on our platform. And if you do, we do have the right to fire you or whatever it is. But they chose not to. And that's also
because who would play the games?
Well,
you know what I mean?
You'll always find a new running back.
But it's not the same.
You'll always find a new linebacker. It's not a big deal. But I think that the main point is that the owners said, you guys do get this platform. Instead of them saying, you can't do it, they were like, let them be heard.
It's such a big platform, too. It's the biggest, probably,
everyone's watching
in America. It's one of the bigger platforms, unless they did it on The Big Bang Theory, and you had people kneeling on that, right?
The bigger problem, though, is that...
Is that still the highest rated show?
Oh, probably. Forever. The problem you have, though, is that the fans in every stadium almost were booing.
Were they?
Yeah.
There was a lot of boos.
So this is the divide, right? Is who's supporting the players other than the owners and the players themselves? Who's supporting them? Because it seems like a lot of people, if you look on social media, are. So who's opposed to it, right? And I know there's a lot too on social media that are saying, you're disrespecting people who served in our country. But then a lot of the people who are also served in the country have defended.
Yes.
Right.
And that's the problem, is that media's made the protest about the flag, about the national anthem. It has nothing to do with that.
Well, media and owners too. As well.
Right? So the problem is that there's a misconception of what the protest is actually about to the media, because we actually all know what the protest is about. So they're trying to basically, what do you call it? When you incriminate somebody for something that they're not really doing.
It's almost like entrapment. No.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But that's the stance of the media on this issue, and that's why you have such a big backlash. If everyone knew they were standing up for police brutality, then it wouldn't be an issue at all. And that's what I think.
It's like the media. The media is almost daring, not daring, but they want everyone to kneel. Because I was watching the Red Zone, and they were like, "We're going to show you highlights of who kneeled and who did." You know what I mean?
The national anthem.
What? I've never seen that before.
Well, that was Mike Tomlin's thing, right? It's like everyone's trying to divide their team, the Steelers.
Yeah.
And they didn't want any part of it. That's why they stayed inside locker room, because they didn't want to isolate anyone who's not kneeling, who is kneeling, and all that kind of other stuff. Here's my thing about this, because quite frankly, Sunday it wasn't a protest or anything, because it was just unity against unity for the NFL, because Donald Trump called him out. So a year ago, Kaepernick kneeled for injustices that he thought was going on in the United States. That's what he kneeled for. And now the NFL, fast forward to now, this is what the NFL is doing. Basically, the original thought that Colin Kaepernick had, or what he wanted to protest, is lost now. It's complete loss. I don't know what those people were kneeling for. I don't know what was going on. Ray Lewis was one guy who said he would never kneel. He called out Colin Kaepernick. He would never kneel. And there he was on two knees. On Sunday.
Yeah, why was he on two knees?
Well, he said he was praying.
He's doubling down. He's doubling down on his ignorance. Or he's like, damn it, it's a good cause.
He's still trying to, yeah.
A lot of people say this is a good thing for the NFL. Oh, this is good. They're showing unity. I'm calling BS on the whole thing. I'm just calling BS on the whole thing. Now Donald Trump is telling people to boycott the NFL. Now they're messing with the owner's money.
It's I think what this unity or whatever it is they're doing now is more of a anti-Trump sort of thing, to show that we can do this, we can, as a team, we can all do this. You can't tell us what to do, and the owners are sticking by them, because the only people who can do anything are the owners, right? Essentially,
it's Blake hilarious, because a lot of the owners were behind Trump.
Sure, and I'm sure about 80% of them voted for him too.
Well, you can support somebody and then say what they said is wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't. Because you vote for someone or you support someone doesn't mean 100% of what they say you're going to agree with.
Sure.
That's the beauty of the country, right? So when he went out and said every single person who kneels, the son of a bitch, should be fired, the owners were like, well, that's probably too far.
Yeah.
And that's when they decided to show
he told them what to do. He called Rosie O'Donnell a pig. He says Mexican. he said the Mexicans are sending us the worst people possible. On Access Hollywood, what did he say? He's going to grab, a woman's genitals. All that stuff was fine. He called John McCain a loser for being a POW. All that stuff is fine.
Yeah,
but hey, don't tell me how to make my money.
Here's the thing. That had nothing to do with the NFL owners. But when you say NFL owners fire those sons of bitches, now you're speaking directly to them. Now they got to take a stand. So their stance can't be everyone who kneels gets fired. That's not what that league is about.
No.
So they stood with their players, which I completely understand. I think it's overblown and a massive,
Sure.
What's going to happen this Sunday? Is everyone going to...
Well, I was going to say, yeah. So you got Daniel Snyder, Shah Khan, Bob McNair, Robert Kraft, Woody Johnson, Stan Kroenke, Jerry Jones, all donated money to this guy. All of them.
Sure.
So what? Doesn't mean that he could say whatever he wants and you support it. That's not the way the world works.
Their main investment are the people on the field that are working for them, right?
Those guys matter way more.
And if any of them were to go, if say it came down to you had to fire these people, that's so much money lost, right? Look at these star players, everyone who's the foundation of those teams, right? That business. These are owners' businesses.
Yep. So moving forward, what do you think happens? What do you think happens this week?
Nothing, man. It's nothing's gonna happen really out of this, because we've seen peak this is peak, right? This is peak.
Yeah.
Last week was the peak of what this whole protest, whatever it is you want to call it. And from now on, like, no one, you can't get any more.
You think they still kneel though? Do you think that?
Sure.
The owners
They'll probably.
You think the owners come down and hold
No,
hands?
I don't think the owners do it anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two will do it.
Yeah, the players. I think the players the rest of the season will not be
Sure.
protesting the anthem, and that's what happens.
So when does it stop though?
It doesn't stop. I
Because
think
I don't know what it means.
they'll still be
That's
playing.
what I don't know what it means. What are they protesting? That's
Players will
why.
still do it, and they'll just do it for their own reasons. At this point, it'll turn into someone died last week, and you put a fist up for him.
I'm not. Oh, okay, but going forward, what does all this kneeling mean? So if everyone kneels, Tom Brady's locked arms with his teammates, Aaron Rodgers locked arms,
Racial
Ray Lewis on
injustice
two
in
arms.
America. That's what they're really protesting.
Is that what you think they were
That
protesting
is
Sunday?
exactly what the protest.
So when will that end? Like,
Wait, hang on, wait. That's what you think was going on last Sunday?
Yeah, so.
That's not what was going on last Sunday.
What do you think they're protesting?
Unity.
No, come on.
That's exactly what they were protesting.
No.
against. It had nothing to do with Kaepernick. The Kaepernick thing is so far gone now. It has nothing to do with that anymore. And they were trying to unify against the president. That's what they were showing us.
I think they're unifying the right to protest. But it all started with Kaepernick. You can't take away the credit from what he has done. This is all him, 100% him. Forget like everything else. Forget any other cause, whatever. Colin Kaepernick started this, so we can't ever take that away from him because he probably won't
Sports
get a job
Illustrated.
anymore.
Sports Illustrated.
I know, I saw that. That's disgusting. Not what I like.
And if you guys didn't know, Sports Illustrated released a cover. Basically, a bunch of athletes. It was like LeBron James, Roger Goodell, Stephen Curry, a bunch of other guys, all locked in arms, saying unity, blah blah blah. Colin Kaepernick, nowhere to be seen. The person who actually started all this, nowhere to be seen on this. I'm done with Trump. You guys done with Trump?
Sure.
I'm done with
like,
Trump. It's just-
yeah, man.
let's talk some real football now. Let's talk some real football. Lost in the shuffle of all this. There was actually some pretty good football games.
Some good games that
There was
happened?
some good games in a lot of.
Wait, they actually played?
Yeah.
There's things after the national anthem. Amazing.
No, I tuned out after that.
Right? Remember that South Park episode? You ever see that?
What's South Park?
People they all gathered in the arena for the national anthem for a volleyball game, a girls' volleyball game, and there was a little black girl, and they're like, there's a commentator, and he's like, I don't know, she's gonna do it. She takes a knee, and then someone else took a knee beside her, shows solidarity, and the anthem ends, and everybody leaves. And they're like, oh, it's a great game. Everyone walks out.
South Park always gets it right, man.
Amazing. They
never
get it
seen
right all the time, South Park.
I've fallen off with South Park. I did a rewatch from beginning to end.
It's hard to believe it's what 20, 21 seasons now,
Something like
22
that.
seasons.
They right away by Friday they got something good.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, it's amazing.
So I'm going to start in the NFC East with a team a lot of people, including me, picked to be number one, the Giants.
Really?
Oh yes, I picked.
Why would you pick them to be number one?
I just thought the offense was potent, even though their offensive line's crap. Basically out of default, I thought the Dallas Cowboys would regress, and just the Giants would take it. But they're 0-3 right now. But are the Giants done, Smite?
Oh yeah, Jam. The 0-3 is unfathomable. 0-2 is tough. 0-3, I don't think anyone's played the playoffs in the last 28 years.
When you're-
You think or you know?
It's either 28 or 27.
In
It's basically you're done.
NFL history, you have a 2% chance of
Yeah,
making the playoffs when you start.
And you're in the NFC East, where you can't win all the rest of the games in your division. You got to see the Skins twice.
I think so.
You got to see the Eagles again, and you got to see Dallas again.
Yeah.
You're going to lose at least half of those now, and the rest of the schedule is not that easy.
It's pretty tough. You have two
The
divisions.
Eagles played KC, so you're going to have Denver, San Diego.
Are you trying to? Oh, the schedule? Oh,
Well, you play all division, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, Oakland.
You're not getting through that without a loss.
Yeah, they're
Two,
going to Oakland this year, which
So,
is
right. So you're basically they might win 5 this year.
well. I'm like looking at the schedule now for the Giants, and they're the only winnable games I see. They're home against the Rams. The Rams are a new team this year. They're better. They go to San Francisco, so they're in San Francisco.
Oh, in San Francisco?
It's
Maybe.
a winnable game, but like it's San
Their offense
Francisco.
looked a lot better.
West
so
Coast
I think
you can't go west.
And other than that, like I don't see any for sure possible win games because the rest is division, and division's already like. My thing with the Giants is like, I'm still amazed that you thought they would win the division or
like what?
I'm telling you, it was me and a lot of people picked them. I'm telling you.
You're right. You're not alone.
you and a
You're
lot
not
of people
alone.
on this island. I don't know what island this is, but I mean, yeah, sure they got Odell Beckham, right, and that's about it. like their running backs were trash. Sorry, they are trash, and they were trash. Like,
and garbage offensive line.
Like, I don't know how deep you guys are in the fantasy football. Like, people are taking Paul Perkins right off the top, and I'm like, who the hell is Paul Perkins, man? Like, what, you think this guy's gonna do anything? The guy came in and averaged 2 yards a carry. They just don't have anything flowing. And Eli, you know what? Eli, for the 2 rings he has never really been that good of a quarterback.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Eli Apple.
Eli Apple? He might be the best Eli on that team, right?
Man, he's playing like crap. He is playing like garbage.
Now, the thing about the Giants is everyone was like, Odell Beckham's great, so the team will be great. And like, how good is a one receiver team? When you really think about it, can you name a one receiver team?
Well, they scored, what was it, 3 touchdowns in the half?
In the second half of last week,
like,
yeah.
They played, like, their offense, Odell Beckham is that good.
Yeah, they probably should have won last week. Let's put all those things aside. They probably should have took that game.
It didn't look that good in the first half.
No,
the second half, it was a tale of 2 halves.
Yeah, definitely. But like he can't carry you to 8 wins. There's no one's that good. That's not how this league works. So to have a one-trick pony in the NFL today, last time I saw it was basically Randy Moss. Randy Moss, you throw the ball in the air and it's a touchdown. That doesn't happen anymore. You don't have that. Players are better. Corners are better. So one guy can't do it.
Well,
Julio Jones can't even do it by himself.
Well, corners are better except for Eli Apple.
Damn, man, this is the Eli Apple hate-a-thon over here.
Have you seen him? Like, he gives up so much plays. He was probably one of the reasons why they lost. Because he could have had an interception, and then I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
No, interceptions are hard.
But anyway, he just got pushed off the ball. Like, he's not good. Anyway, it makes me angry because I picked them to beat for.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry it's not going to work out.
You messed up.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't waste a preview show on that.
NFC North. I was watching the actual.
Now this is a decent division.
Yeah, I was actually watching the Lions game. Did you see that? Did you see the Lions game? Did you watch the Lions game?
Lions game was good.
Did they get robbed? Did they get robbed though?
No, you know what, man? Like, I'm still trying to understand the end of that game and what happened exactly.
That 10-second runoff is horrible. I know
that's why I don't understand.
That 10-second, I hate it, and I know why they do it because they have that 10-second runoff, so no one can fake an injury.
Yeah, so totally. I get that, but like, I don't know what the debate was. He didn't make it in.
On the replay, and again, I watched it a couple times. On the replay, I couldn't see his knee go down. I didn't, like, he reached in the end zone, pulled it back. I didn't see his knee go down. I'm like,
no, he was down and he was short.
You saw it? I didn't see it. There was a helmet in the way. I didn't see it.
No, I saw it, man. I watched Red Zone. We get all the angles.
Get all the angles from all the corners.
He was down. It's just the 10-second runoff rule was what screwed them over.
I don't think they would. You think they would have set up in 10 seconds?
What's that?
You think they would have been able to set up in 10 seconds?
They could have.
Maybe. I don't know. They had to run back on.
Give them a try.
Yeah.
Make someone earn it.
I don't know. I thought Golden Tate's touchdown was a touchdown, but that's just me, I guess. I didn't see his knee go down. That's just me.
Does it matter?
This guy has like Golden Tate in his fantasy league or something.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. The Packers take this division by 3 or 4 games.
I don't know, man, because
it's over.
No.
Why are we even talking about this? The North belongs to the Packers.
It usually does, but like,
what?
The Packers haven't had exactly an easy start yet, right? I mean, they got walloped by the Falcons. Granted, it was the opening of their stadium in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But that was on prime time, and they got exposed hard. And they're always, I feel like every year the Packers are always hurt. They've always, but they always have.
They always surge back in the back. They always surge at the end, though. They do surge at the end.
They do surge. They did last year.
Yeah.
The rest of the way,
for who?
They got to go to Dallas. The Packers.
Oh.
They got to go to Dallas.
Well, they're playing tonight.
They obviously got to go to Detroit.
Yeah, but tonight against Chicago.
You got 2 against Minnesota.
Yep.
You got to go to Pittsburgh. Everything else is winnable. Baltimore, Cleveland, Carolina.
I know, but the NFC North is tough.
It's a tough division.
I think Detroit is as advertised.
Green Bay had. Sorry, man, I don't mean to cut you off, but Green Bay had a tough time at home in Green Bay against Cincinnati, who looked dreadful for two games.
But Cincinnati's back now. They're not.
No, they're not, man. No, they're not.
Horrible.
I mean, they're 0-3, but they're going to win games. Come on, they're not a bad team.
Cincinnati's not good. They might be the bottom. Like the winner of and I don't mean to go to the AFC North, but like the loser of this game this weekend between Cincinnati and Cleveland could be the determining factor who's going to lose that division, right?
You're saying they're not going to win any games?
No, they're going to win.
They're not.
But the fact that Green Bay had to rally and win in the fashion that they did at the end is like not very convincing to me that team is going to run away with that division. Minnesota, meanwhile, like had a wicked week with their third string quarterback.
Yeah, third string.
But he's good.
Case Keenum? Come on, man.
Come on,
Case Keenum's alright. I like him.
No,
I like that guy.
Not a fan of Case Keenum.
I think he
Great name.
No.
hasn't he beat them twice?
When he was with the Rams. No, Case, you know what I mean? And then they still got Bradford still hurt, and then they got maybe Teddy Bridgewater's coming back in like
division's tough.
late October, early November.
Yeah, but they're not winning anything.
Well,
Why not, man?
Everyone's 2-1.
Why
Minnesota?
not?
I don't like them.
Well, you don't think they're going to come out?
I don't like him.
I don't. Well, here's Case Keenum's got to play a great game for them to get a win. Sam Bradford's hurt. Bridgewater is not going to be 100% this year at all.
No.
He's probably going to be scared to do anything. When he
Yeah,
gets
that's
back.
true.
So I think
That's like a
your guy.
Robert Griffin injury. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I think
like,
he's
he
done.
won't ever be the same.
No, and so I think Keenum's your guy through the season because Bradford will come back, play 2 quarters, get hit again, and he's out again.
Yeah, Bradford
That's who he
is literally Mr. Glass.
That's who he is. So can Keenum take you to win 9, 10 games?
Not 10. Not 10. I think they'll probably finish.
It'll be.
Maybe
You know
8.
what? That division is not locked up by Green Bay, but it's. I mean, there's 3 teams there who can do anything. Even the Bears, man, they beat my Steelers,
Oh, the Bears.
and they almost beat the Falcons week 1.
I think the Packers end up 12-4 and take that division.
12-4.
I know.
For who? The Packers?
Yeah, the Packers end up 12-4.
Oh,
I can't
man.
see a lot of losses for them.
10
Can't
wins,
see
maybe.
it.
10 wins.
All right. At the end of the season, we're going to revisit
Yeah,
this
no,
episode.
I'm going to say 10 wins for them. Did the Texans lose an opportunity to beat the Patriots?
They, first of all, they had no business
In that game at all.
in that game at all.
Did they? I thought they were pretty good in that game the whole time.
Yeah,
That rookie is something, isn't he?
Deshaun Watson's a nice guy, man.
He is something.
And we can get off topic about what he just did recently, but like, you know, Houston is a weird team because like, they again, I feel like, and I saw this last year, they had no business doing what they did last week, but they blew it.
Yeah.
But they always play New England like pretty tight.
Everyone does. Everyone does.
Well, everyone plays up
Yeah,
to their
everyone-
competition,
Yeah.
right? But like for that team, that was a 14-point spread going in, so like the chances of winning that are like 8-1 betting odds, right? And they were there the whole game, like pretty much the whole game they were there.
Remember when we said New England had a great defense? Remember those
Who said
lies?
that?
Who said that?
There was supposed to be a great defense this year.
I don't remember.
The
anyone
New
saying
England
that.
Patriots.
I
supposed
just
to
remember
be-
everyone talking about their offense.
They were a
That's when
top 10 defense this year, and they've been lit up by everybody.
The only
This kid dropping 33 on them is a solidifier. This is it. Like they got work to do on this.
they also got
defense.
worked in their first week against KC.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
KC's the best team in the league, arguably.
KC's a good team.
You can't really stop those guys.
You can't make an argument that they're not. Well, you cannot make an argument that Casey's not the best team. Okay, sorry. In case anybody didn't miss it, there's like 23 seconds left. Brady throws a 25-yard pass to.
But we all saw it coming, right? We all saw it coming.
It is Tom Brady.
The second I
Brady.
saw that there was like a minute left, I'm like, that's too much time
Game
for
over.
Brady. Yeah,
Tom's
we've seen this many times.
And-
Tom
He
Brady
won't go.
had 5 touchdowns, 25 for 35, 378 yards,
Remember
no
that?
interceptions.
Yep.
This
That
guy-
awesome Houston pass rush. Remember that?
I mean, it's still good,
Clowney had a touchdown.
but the best O line is pretty much the Patriots. Is one of the best O line next to Dallas. But the reason why is because you got to protect Brady because he's the least mobile person in the NFL. But he was getting rushed. He was getting attacked.
Yeah.
they still got him. They got him.
Like
for
Clowney got a
sack
touchdown,
touchdown.
a sack touchdown, pretty much, right? Like he
Yeah,
stripped.
you got 2 sacks in it, and
Yeah.
one was a touchdown.
So they got. But how do you 5 touchdowns?
He's Tom Brady.
Is
It's
everyone-
Tom Brady, man.
Are you just all the linebackers just running at him too? Is that like did they rush everybody?
Hey, man, Tom Brady will find someone.
He doesn't hold the ball that quick. Like it's quick. It's yeah.
But even then, he if he does have time, which is even more dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Like
There's nothing you can do if he
No.
has time to hold the ball. You just wait and see how much yards it goes for.
that guy's gonna play till he's 46,
I disagree.
47.
And after this year,
I think he's done after this year. If
Nah.
if you were the Patriots right now,
you draft somebody.
are you?
They got Garoppolo.
They have Garoppolo, but they have to go to the next decision right now. Would you get rid of Garoppolo?
Would you get rid of Brady?
Yes. Because it's gonna end soon, and I'd rather be on top of it than sooner than later.
I don't know. When Peyton Manning was rusty, they won the Super Bowl, and he was.
What happened to him afterwards?
He retired. But Tom Brady's still throwing 5 touchdowns. Where Peyton Manning was throwing 2 or 3 picks every week.
Same thing about Peyton Manning.
So if you're saying if Brady wins this year, he's gonna go out on top again, and then that's it. If
he gets 6. No one has 6.
I don't think they're making a Super Bowl anyway. That's just me. I don't think they're making a Super Bowl.
Oh, because you're a big Chiefs fan.
Yeah, and this defense is not.
You'd be surprised why I think it's gonna go to Super Bowl.
We don't.
All right, well let's. We can either talk about that now or okay.
Let's move on. Cowboys. Anybody a Cowboys fan here?
No.
Okay.
Eagles all day. I like the Cowboys.
Dak Prescott was pretty good.
The league figured him out. That's it. You can't.
Oh, he was pretty good. He was pretty good today. Sorry.
Today.
Last week. Sorry.
It's all right. Today. But the league figured him out.
You think?
Yeah, he's not going to run around dominating like before. People were just rushing him. He's making easy throws. He's not out of this year. People understand he can move the football, and they're going to play him accordingly, right?
He's pretty mobile. He was pretty mobile on. Was it Monday? Yeah, he was pretty mobile on Monday.
Yeah.
I remember the week before they took Ezekiel Elliott out of. Game.
This big 8-yard game.
Yeah. Basically, just they shut him down and then made Dak Prescott perform, and then Prescott performed adequately on Monday, I think.
Well, that was his best game of the year,
yes,
by far.
Yes, by far.
But a lot of signs were good because he was on the road.
Yeah.
He had like almost flawless passer rating, rushed for a touchdown.
Yep.
Again, I think that O-line in Dallas is one of the best. It makes a huge difference.
Yes. Yep.
And when they can get the running game going, then that makes a more versatile offense for not only the receivers, but for Prescott too, who can scramble, he can pass, whatever it is you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're a good team.
Cardinals aren't a good team. I just want to say that. Cardinals aren't a good team.
Let's start there.
Well, I mean, they also lost their best player.
Yeah. There's that.
They lost their running back.
Yeah. Well,
but like their secondary is probably one of the best in the league with the Honey Badger and Patrick Patterson, and like they were they got torched,
roasted.
But they
at home.
They did rely on their offense a lot, but now it's just
they don't have
Farmers.
They're a little older, right? It's not the same. They're no running back, a little older.
Fitzgerald's pretty much done.
Yeah, but now he's still good.
Don't trash Larry, man. He's pretty reliable.
He's been durable over the years,
and he still is, man.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
149 yards. Yes, that game.
So Dallas has LA. We're gonna say they win that. Then
why?
Why?
What's wrong with LA, man?
No. They might win their division.
Who?
The Rams?
See? Why are we thinking they have a chance of beating Dallas?
Okay, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that soon.
Okay, but then
let's get to it now.
But then Green Bay comes to Dallas. You have a bye week, then San Francisco. That's a win. And then you have Washington. But then you got KC, and you got to go to Atlanta after. So I think Dallas wins 10, takes the division easily.
Easily?
Easily.
I don't know what easily.
Who else is good?
I don't even know if they're going to
Philly's okay. I don't believe in Wentz.
Philly can't finish games. I love Philly. That's my team. But you're right. I don't think Wentz is the guy.
No.
All right, well,
no, you know what? He did this last year in September where he came out. He was the mayor of Pennsylvania, and he looked great, and then he kind of phased out. I know it's a sophomore.
The schedule is hard.
Yeah. It's just...
This year, you got 2 unwinnables, and then the rest of the games are kind of open. The NFC, the East isn't that hard this year. That's why you'll have a bunch of teams with good records.
It isn't. All right, let's get into it now because we keep dancing around it. So since we started the podcast, pretty much into week 4 of the season, we're just going to do our little preview here. We're just going to do a little small one. So I'm just going to go through all the divisions. You just tell me who you think is going to win.
Okay. I mean, we're a quarter into the season almost, but okay.
Just tell me who you maybe thought would win, and now who you changed your mind to.
Teams.
And who you changed your mind to.
Teams out already. It's great.
So we got the NFC East.
All right. Well, just skip that. We already know something.
You think Dallas?
The NFC East.
I think the R words. I'm not going to say their real name, but I got the R words.
I got those guys. Dallas. By at least one game.
Dallas, yeah.
At least a full game clear.
Full disclosure, I had Giants.
Yeah, we know that. We already know that
Full
one.
disclosure,
They're
I say
2 games
Giants.
behind already, so.
I'm gonna say Philly.
Oh.
Wow. So we're all so.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say
All right.
Philly. All different.
Okay.
All
I
right.
wasn't being a fan. I was just saying what I thought was actually going to happen.
yeah.
I should have said Philly again. Okay.
All right. NFC North.
Who's starting?
Packers.
Yeah, we already know that one.
All right. Packers.
Yeah.
I was kind of bouncing back and forth between them and the Lions.
Minnesota.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. Thanks.
It's just to be
Thanks for your
contrary.
opinion.
NFC South.
Come on. Are we
I
all?
wanna hear- I
Are we
wanna
all
hear.
agreeing on this one?
Falcons, yep.
Falcons. Yeah.
Falcons.
A lot of these are really easy. Just throwing it out there.
NFC West.
This is not easy.
No.
Because there's no, like...
Look, you can.
Full disclosure. I had the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I'm still saying the Seahawks.
Okay.
Right now they're sitting in second, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Dude,
sitting in second at 1 and 2.
I'm going with Goff is my fantasy league quarterback, and I'm going with Goff. I'm
why?
going with the Rams. Because they could... The young
They could win.
coach...
Yeah, they could win.
That
They could
young
win it.
coach over there has got that kid playing. He's
Yeah,
got
they
a
could win.
strategy in place.
They could
Goff's
win.
just stepping back and throwing the ball. He's not thinking at all, and it's perfect.
It's
got what?
it's. I got Rams in Seattle, and I think Seattle.
Can't go with the Wonder Kid. I
All
see.
right, let's go to AFC.
Hey.
AFC East.
New England. Let's keep-
Yeah, New England.
just keep-
New England, not
New
even.
England.
They've never
New England.
lost a division. When's the last time they lost that division?
I can't remember.
Well, the year that he was hurt, Brady was hurt. Miami won it.
You're right.
Oh yes. yes.
So
That-
that was what, like 2009?
Yeah, that's the only time they're going to lose a division. When he leaves.
NFC North.
You mean AFC North?
AFC North. Excuse me.
I got.
AFC North.
I know this one, guys.
Wells right now is wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers sweater.
You're right. The Steelers. There's no other reason. There's 2 teams are 0-3 for that.
Steelers. I think their offense is too many weapons.
I feel like the Steelers haven't even hit are not even close to hitting their stride yet.
Ben Roethlisberger doesn't look that great. Right.
It doesn't look that good. Bell hasn't looked that good. I feel like once they get clicking, I think this is 11-win team. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
In this
Yep.
division, absolutely. Well, 11's enough almost anywhere.
I think it's enough though for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much 11 is pretty much.
But I think
yeah.
they win it with 9.
No, they're gonna win 11.
All right. Well. All right. Super fan.
They
Yeah.
could
Here,
win with
get
9.
get to the next division because this is a good one.
AFC South.
Tennessee, baby.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Who you got, Smith?
You know what? I'm going with Blake Bortles.
No,
Yes, I'm going with Blake
You
Bortles.
can never go with Blake Bortles unless
You know
it's the
why?
fourth quarter down by
Remember when they all fell apart and they were supposed to be a great team?
last year.
Yeah, no,
I mean
yeah.
like the last 15 years.
No. Come on. The other years were like, maybe they'll be good. But last year, they were supposed to be come over the hump and hit their stride. I think this is the year that they do it. They're off to a good
Never
start.
do it.
I know, but they're off to a good
They
start.
looked good last week.
Bortles knows this is his last chance. I think this is the year they make the playoffs. And I think they win 10.
And so, 10. Sorry, for those people who don't know, he picked the Jaguars.
Ty Dillinger.
He picked the Jaguars. For people who don't know, when he said Blake Bortles.
10.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Wells. Tennessee.
Tennessee's got so many
Tennessee.
weapons, man.
Tennessee.
I love that team.
They do, but Jacksonville has the Jets this week.
They're gonna lose.
They
Okay,
lose
okay. Let's not go, don't have to go through.
Yeah, you don't have to go through the whole
schedule.
schedule.
Indiana,
Anyway. Okay,
Cincinnati, Cleveland.
AFC West, Wells. AFC West.
This is the best division in all of football. I
Yes.
think this is like there's 3 teams that are gonna battle
Kansas City,
it.
Denver, Raiders, Chargers. Chargers are just
Chargers, you know what,
Yeah.
man? Like
They'll be
they're
losing every game.
I know they're 0-3, but they've been in every game.
Yeah, but they have 6 tough games.
This is the best division
Yeah.
in football right now.
Mhm. agree.
But I like Oakland. I think Oakland's going all the way to the Super Bowl.
Oakland.
To the what?
Super Bowl. The Super Bowl? It happens in
Hey,
February.
you're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead.
What? Wow.
AFC West. Who you got?
I got Kansas City. I think they're the best team in football. I don't know if they make it to the. I don't know if they beat the Patriots, but they're the best team in football.
I also got Kansas City.
They got a bye. This for sure. They have a bye into the season.
I also got Kansas City. 2 wildcard spots. AFC.
Okay, so we all got. We had
Who you
New.
got? I didn't write it down, so I don't know.
Well, I think we were all agreeing on New England and Pittsburgh as division winners.
Yep.
Me and you, Nash, we said Tennessee. You
Yep.
said Jacksonville.
Yep.
Wild card.
Yep.
I think.
2 wildcards.
Yeah. So I got Oakland winning out of the West, and I think KC
Yep.
and even Denver come out as the
KC,
wild cards.
Whatever teams don't win,
The AFC,
yeah,
the AFC West.
the
I think those two.
Yeah, they'll play wild.
So you got your wildcards,
Yeah.
Smith? Who's your wildcard, Smith?
Denver and Oakland.
Denver and Oakland. I got Raiders and Texans. Did we basically pick the same?
Texans.
Yeah, Texans. Actually, the Texans.
Okay. Well,
And the NFC, who you got?
NFC wildcards. Okay, so yeah, I had divisions. I had Washington, Minnesota, Atlanta, and Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, NFC's kind of wide open. I'll give you Green Bay. Green Bay will sneak in there because they're always there every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dallas, because I had the R words as winning the division.
The R words.
So I think
I'm
Dallas.
gonna
Washington
go
football team.
with Detroit.
That was one of my bubble teams.
Yeah, and I think Philly's gonna squeeze in this year
Philly, okay.
because I don't believe in
Yeah.
I don't believe in the Skins.
I got Panthers and Cowboys.
Panthers are
Panthers.
terrible, dude.
Panthers and Cowboys. I think they'll get it together.
How?
I don't think they'll.
Panthers are somehow 2-1.
They're 2-1. They're
They struggled against the
But
Bills.
how?
They struggled against the Bills. They lost at home against
Yo,
New Orleans.
The Bills beat.
I
the
think
Broncos.
Cam's just hurt right now, and I think
Yeah,
He'll just-
he's butthurt, man. I hate that guy so much. He's
I
such a
don't-
wuss.
I don't think he's as good as he played in the
I
Super
think
Bowl
he's-
season.
He peaked.
Yes,
really.
I do. I
he-
do believe that.
I think he's that guy. I think we'll get it together and it will come back.
And they're missing. No, they're missing their tight end. As much as you want to say, oh, he's just a tight end. No, Greg Olson's like the security
He's
blanket
the
for.
tight end.
he's
a security blanket
he's number
for-
one target. No.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
their security blanket for Newton. And there's still issues with their running game, especially with McCaffrey, who's now apparently a wide receiver. He's not a running back
Have
anymore.
you watched
I was
Newton
gonna say
throw the
I
ball
like
though?
McCaffrey. I like
Watch
McCaffrey.
Newton throwing the ball. There's
I think his shoulders hurt. I
There's
think his
no
shoulder.
confidence.
And this is the thing. This is the thing with Newton is every time he goes down, he has this crappy attitude of not like he's out of the game. He's done, right?
That's why they just chart the linebackers just run him the whole game.
Yeah,
Throw or not throw, they just hit him in the chest consistently until he gives up. Right?
and he gives up a lot, man.
Yeah. Well,
we saw it in the Super Bowl. Like
the real Cam Newton lined up receivers all the way across the field, snapped the ball, and ran. for 10
yeah.
Right, and that you can't really do anything about that if you have to guard a receiver and he can also run the ball. Once he's not doing that, how good is this team?
Yeah,
The
I
answer
think they'll get together. We'll wait to see. We'll
Are
see.
they wild card?
I think
Man?
we'll
That's
get
the
it
question.
I think they get together. MVP. Who do you think win MVP?
of.
NFL.
Well, I mean that's really early
It's
to,
really
to
early.
say.
This is just something to say. Hey, later on, hey, you're wrong.
I think we have a back-to-back.
You do, Matt Ryan.
does it again.
Matt Ryan. Oh, okay. Well,
Back-to-back.
I disagree.
At this pace, you like Kareem Hunt is the favorite to win it right now.
He's a monster.
But I think a lot of credit has to go to Alex Smith. You can say all you want, but that guy doesn't make mistakes. And with that offense is a juggernaut.
Yep.
But I'm gonna give it to Derek Carr because I think he's
Carr,
gonna
eh?
Derek Carr.
You know what? You have a problem with your Oakland fanboys right
I like Oakland. I really like Oakland.
I'm not even an Oakland fan,
now.
man.
It is just horrible. Right
Oakland
now.
has some of the most exciting players in the league on that team.
They're very exciting.
From Carr to Cooper to Lynch to Khalil Mack, like that team is fun to watch. And I think Carr is he got robbed of possibly an MVP last year when he got hurt.
Yeah.
They got robbed of making it far in the playoffs, and I think that whole team has something to prove this year. And I think we haven't seen anything yet with that team.
You can't. You got to beat the big three to get there. I guess it's the big two now. I don't think they have it in them. Like Derek Carr is not going to beat Tom Brady. He's not
Tom
going to
Brady.
beat Ben Roethlisberger.
But it seems good.
Who cares if his team's good? You got to win, and now you got to also get by Alex Smith to get anywhere. I don't know.
I can't believe we're saying that, but we are.
The thing about Alex Smith, you give Alex Smith talent, and
He's had like the talent on his team right now is bonkers, man. Like
yeah.
between Hill and Hunt
It was
and
there last year,
Kelsey.
too. I think it was there last year too.
Yeah, and
it's just.
But it's just
seems like Alex
now
Smith
they
is-
have
yeah.
like Jamal Charles was hurt last year, so there was like they didn't really have that running back like breakout running back.
now you got the combo.
But like now Kareem Hunt, and who can run and he can catch,
He's
and
never
then
down.
Tyreek Hill is like one of the most exciting players in the league,
Yep.
probably the fastest player in the league. And then you add Travis Kelsey too, who's a security blanket. Like that team is bonkers.
Well,
it's a good team, but
also-
the only team that can beat them in that division, I still think is going to be Oakland.
Oh God.
I think I have to agree with you. That one, but yeah,
I think-
And I was a person coming into this year thinking that Lynch wouldn't be as good as he's playing right now. But
Well, I think they're gonna rest him a bit for the start of the season because
Is
Is he
I think they should.
playing that good?
yeah, he's pretty good.
he had a bad game last week.
Okay. The only important game they played this season. Keep going.
No, I just
That's a
think
lot.
I think after 3 weeks he's proven that he still has it.
Yeah, he can still play.
But they're gonna baby him for a bit, and then you'll see when they come to the end of the season and the playoffs, he's gonna be beast mode again.
Who is in your Super Bowl, Smith?
New England.
Boo.
Boo.
Safe pick, boo.
It's true. I think we're finally going to see the Patriots-Packers Super Bowl that we always wanted.
Patriots-Packers. Well,
I'm gonna go. Atlanta's gonna make it back again, and they're gonna lose to the Raiders in the Super Bowl. I'll give you my
Raiders.
It's gonna be an all black Super
Bowl. Just what the league
just what Trump wants. Just what Trump ordered.
Full disclosure, I had the Panthers in the Super Bowl. That's not happening.
Panthers
stick
and
to your
Giants.
guns, man. Stick to your guns.
Panthers and Giants.
Yeah,
sorry.
Well, 2 NFC teams somehow make it in.
Sorry, I didn't even say my MVP. My MVP will be Aaron Rodgers. I think it's going to be Steelers and Green Bay. Steelers, Green Bay.
I don't.
So a repeat of Super Bowl from a couple years, 2009.
Yeah.
That was a great Super Bowl.
It was a great Super Bowl. I didn't like the end, but
Yeah.
Could have ended better, but
Of course you didn't. All right. I think we're done with football for now.
are we?
Yeah, we're done with football for now.
there's a lot of teams we missed.
That's fine.
I'm
That's
fine.
fine.
I'm
There's a lot of teams in the
I'm
league.
just-
Yeah,
I'm
there's
just-
so many. We got so much time left.
Totally kidding.
Let's jump on to the most exciting league of them all. At least their off season is. Let's jump to the NBA. We'll just do this really
Oh
quickly.
man.
Tune into the Horseplay podcast to see Wells is full.
Yeah.
Rant.
Well, I can just carry that over here.
What do you think about LeBron James media day?
What is LeBron James has his own media day?
Pretty much.
I don't know what this is.
I watched a lot of interviews, and pretty much every interview went from most of them went 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Some went maybe 20 minutes. LeBron James went 41 minutes. 41.
He is the most important player in the league.
He touched on everything from Trump. What do you call him? A bum. Kyrie Irving. He sneaked this Kyrie Irving through the whole interview.
This.
He kept on calling him a kid.
That's that shit I don't
Remember that?
like.
He kept on calling him a kid.
I
I'm
saw
happy
that.
for the kid. I hope the kid succeeds. I hope the kid just kept on calling him. I think he called him kid 15 times.
Yeah, and he's hurt. What do you want from the guy? Take out of the finals 3 times.
The irony is they got an actual kid in that trade, Isaiah Thomas, for him.
Just that little guy.
Yeah.
So, nothing stood out to you for the media day, Smith? LeBron James, nothing?
You know what? Here's what I think. If you have a star and he's able to carry an entire league, you give him a platform. And that's what the NBA does. The NBA doesn't shy away from this guy draws money for us. We're going to expose you to as much as possible. So, I mean, smart on them. And LeBron has a lot to say. He's very much into now speaking for himself. The bigger players are now using their voices to affect change, or at least they think they are. And you're going to take that publicity if you're the NBA. So, whatever. Good on him. His opinions, don't really care for them. He is an athlete after all.
That's funny. The way you said all that stuff, and then you're like, who cares what he says?
Yeah, right? But that's the truth of the matter. Like, he's saying stuff, people are moved by it. Great for the league. League makes money, all as well.
That's the NBA right there for you, man. I don't know what LeBron James media day is. I don't care, man. Like he is what he is. Like he's got his own Instagram page. Why isn't that a media day? Like just follow that. Like I don't care what he says, man. I don't.
You just want to see him play basketball.
You know what? I've seen him play basketball, man. Yeah. Just fast forward to June. That's when it comes to NBA right now. That's all I want to say.
Pretty much
I said on my podcast today, I'm boycotting this league this year. I don't need to
Really?
see, I don't need to see anything, man.
Really?
Even on Christmas Day, I'm gonna spend time with my family.
I'm not watching it at Christmas Day.
I'm gonna spend time with my family. I'm gonna hang out.
For once.
I'm gonna hang out with my dog. I don't care about any of these guys all year. Because after all the stuff that's gone down this off season is like an E Network like reality show.
I love it.
No,
Every second, I love it.
I hate it, man. I hate it.
All right. We'll save your rant. Because I'll let for next week. We'll save it for next week.
I hate it.
Ain't no good.
But do you think Dwayne Wade will help at all?
No.
How what?
It's not his fault.
His fault?
Well, he went to the Cavs, right? And
Of course he went to the Cavs. Where else was he gonna go?
Well, here's the thing. The Cavs lost last year because they were relying on Darren Williams, Channing Frye, Kyle Korver
the corpse of Darren
to play
Williams.
to play important minutes, and you can't have that. So what do? They go out, they get Derrick Rose,
Yeah, whatever's
and
left of him.
they go and get Dwayne
He had a
Wade
good year last year.
to help LeBron James beat young, primed players. It doesn't make sense, but it makes LeBron happy. You get back to the finals, you get your ass beat again, and then what happens? I'm not saying that Wade's not going to win games or sell tickets or be exciting. But when it comes down to winning the NBA championship, is he going to contribute? The answer is no. Can't guard Klay Thompson. Can't guard Steph Curry.
And see, this is what we're talking about. We're not even talking about the other 82 games they're going to play this year. We're talking about the 7 games that actually matter in the NBA season.
That might be a problem, though.
You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're talking about. Is this team, Cleveland, is building this team to face Golden State in June. And we have to get from now, which is the end of September, until June. And we're going to talk about this. This is what you're talking about. You're talking about guarding these guys, but we're not going to see that till June. So why should I watch the rest of the season?
Well, there's other games that happen, other players to watch. But the reality is,
matter.
Wade's not going to play a lot of these games. They're going to try to save him, obviously, because he can't make a full season.
Neither can Rose. Neither can LeBron, I think.
I think Rose can play a full season if he's not playing 30 whatever minutes. Because on New York, they relied on him a lot. Remember, he's averaging 18 in New York. He's actually having a great season. 18 points a game. He's played really well. But you don't need him for that. So when Isaiah Thomas comes back, Rose moves to the bench, plays 16, 17, 18 minutes a game, and then when you need him in the playoffs, he's available, which is good. Mm-hmm. But can he shoot the 3? Can Wade shoot the 3?
Well, tune in next week because we got a whole NBA preview.
Can they? You know what? Can I just make a bold?
Let's.
No. Let me just make a bold statement this year. Is they're gonna dig up Ray Allen too,
and he's back.
I'm telling you, he's gonna come
40+ squad.
And you know what?
I think Monte Ellis actually.
Yeah, you know what? For the veteran minimum or whatever loophole they can get, Monte Ellis, Ray Allen, they're on watch, and you know who else? Paul Pierce is on watch too. I'm telling you, all these guys. One of these guys.
Well, yeah, again, tune in next week for our NBA preview. And Wells is going to go completely off on the NBA.
If I don't do it this week.
But speaking of league previews, let's go over to our NHL preview.
Ooh.
Let's go over to our NHL preview and stay tuned for my podcast on the NHL.
Ooh.
It's gonna be
ooh, nice plug.
It's gonna be pretty great. It's going to be pretty great. All right, let's start off with the Atlantic.
Okay, full disclosure, I'm still trying to understand who plays in what division in the NHL.
That's fine. It's the NHL, and they're done.
And I'm not trying to
Man, the Leafs play in the Atlantic. Jesus Christ.
We don't even touch the Atlantic.
All right,
you know what I mean? Detroit's in the Atlantic. We don't even touch the Atlantic.
Oh, God.
I don't think any teams...
Oh, God. Well,
Boston.
That's actually true.
Boston, not even Florida. Tampa, sort of.
Yeah,
that's it. Those are the only teams that touch... Why are we not in the Metropolitan?
I don't know. This is the NHL, whatever.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Gary
Why are you guys making fun of names? Like,
all right.
Horrible people.
Let's just go. Let's just go. So...
3 teams make it out, or just
three teams make it out?
Let's do that. The 3 teams make it out of every division. Let's go that way. So,
okay.
Which 3 teams do you think come out of the Atlantic Division?
Okay, myself.
Wells, yes. Sorry.
Okay,
Wells.
I'm gonna go with Tampa.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Toronto.
Ooh.
No, Toronto's gonna be good this year, and I'm not being a home bias. Toronto's gonna be really good this year.
That's totally a home bias. But
no,
keep going.
I'm telling you right now.
Keep going.
And the other team will probably be either Ottawa or Boston.
That is just the biggest cop out.
Okay.
Can you pick one,
but
please?
don't sleep on Buffalo.
Can you pick one of the 2 teams?
No, it's 3 teams.
I know, but just pick one of those 2 for the love of Christ. You can't just pick the 4 teams that don't suck in the division.
You know what? Screw those 2 teams. Buffalo.
Right, now you just.
I think Buffalo.
No.
Wait. Sorry.
Buffalo's gonna have. Okay, so it's gonna be Toronto, Tampa, and Buffalo's gonna have a year like Toronto did last year.
Why did you make him goat you? Anyway, go on.
Because now I can pick one of those teams.
Well,
because you didn't know who to take.
No, I also have Toronto and I also have Tampa, but I do think Ottawa is still going to pull it out. Boston, great team for a long time, but they're due for a rebuild and a downfall. This is when it happens.
Wow, interesting. So I only have 3 teams coming out of this division. No wild cards. This division is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So we got Lightning, Canadians, and Senators.
The Canadians.
You don't think the Leafs are going to?
I think the Leafs are going to regress. What? I think there is such thing as some more second year. I think they will regress. I think they were lucky to make it into the playoffs.
What?
I don't trust Frederick Anderson.
He don't trust you.
We'll see if Austin Matthews is real. William Nylander. We'll see if these kids are real. I think there will be some more slump, and
I don't know. I think Matthews is the real deal. Nylander, I think, is going to get traded.
I don't know why they brought in Patrick Marleau.
Why not?
I don't know. Why?
Because
why? How old is he? Like 40?
37.
Doesn't matter.
And he skates like a child. He skates like little
Doesn't
kids.
matter.
It'd be great.
No, I don't think. I think. Yeah. So Senators, Canadians. I think Carey Price is gonna have the best year. Lightning, fully healthy now.
Yeah, they're
Stamkos is back this year.
Back.
Plus Kucherov.
That's a problem.
It's gonna be a.
Tampa might win that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're winning. They're definitely
For sure, I
winning
think they're number one.
They're definitely winning that. Let's go into the Metro. Who do you got coming out of the Metro division, Smith?
It's already pretty much decided. You have Pittsburgh, you have Washington, you have the Rangers. No one else is close. I don't. There's not even a conversation.
The Rangers.
Columbus is interesting, but I think this is where they're not part of the league.
Yeah, I think they peaked last year.
Well, Washington's also they're a lot worse than last year. So maybe maybe Columbus sneaks in, and then Washington ends up with the wild card because the other team's in the wild card.
You said three
Yeah,
different.
but you sound like me last time.
You know what? Okay. You know what? I'll make a statement. Washington regresses. I think they trade Ovechkin this year. Pittsburgh, Columbus, and the Rangers.
No one's gonna take him. No one's gonna take the contract.
They're not going to trade him.
Yeah, they're not gonna trade him. No. So you got Pittsburgh. Sorry, who'd you say? Pittsburgh,
Columbus, and the Rangers.
Pittsburgh, Columbus, and the Rangers. All right. Who else?
Pittsburgh, Washington, Islanders.
He's just saying things.
I don't even.
Yes, we could just make fun of him in a couple months. It's basically what's happening right
Islanders, guys.
now. All right. Well, good luck with that.
Watch out for Thomas Greiss this year.
That's
Sneaky Vezina trophy candidate.
Yeah, Thomas Greiss. It's great.
I don't see it. They do got some young guys.
They got Johnny Tavares. They just got Eberle.
I think John Tavares is gone.
Is what?
I think he's gonna be gone this year.
This is last year,
Yeah,
so
I
it's a
think
contract year.
Yeah. So I think he's
Sign the max.
Here's the thing. Is two ways you can look at it. Is this is the year he plays a contract year and he plays out of his mind and carries them to this point where he can make the
This
playoffs.
third spot that you dream of.
No, I'm just saying. Or he gets traded. Your theory is the team sucks. He gets traded and he goes to Toronto. Woo!
He's not coming to Toronto either. He just always the Islanders always underperform. They're always underachievers. Like you think they're going to be great, and they have good players on the team, but they just never do it.
Tell you, man, they just got Eberle. Like it's a different team this year.
We'll see.
Yeah, I applaud your confidence.
Who you got?
I got Penguins, Capitals, Blue Jackets winning the conference, and
So you guys are the same.
That was pretty safe.
yeah, pretty much the same.
I think Columbus peaked last year.
I think they'll be good. I think they have a lot of solid guys on that team. A lot of solid guys. Wild cards. We got wild cards coming out of the East.
I'm gonna go with Ottawa as one of them, and Columbus.
And Columbus.
Yeah. So your Habs, nah, they're done.
No, Montreal, eh?
I'm going to go
Montreal.
the other way. I'm going to say Boston sneaks in.
Boston.
So I didn't have them in the division. And then I'm going to say Washington goes in. Again, no Canadians.
Yeah. Canadians are trash, bro.
But the Atlantic sucks. That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
It is
The
true.
Atlantic,
It's
Atlantic's
true. It's
not
easy to win
good.
games over there.
The
Atlantic is not
Canadians
good.
are not good either, man.
They're part of the reason why.
They're a one-trick pony. All right, it's time. I know they got Drouin. He's a head case. Carey Price is the only thing they got going for them. Shea Weber's good too.
Shea Weber's good.
They
I'm
shouldn't.
pretty much done with it.
Shea
Alex-
Weber's
They shouldn't have
old.
traded PK Subban.
Weber's old.
I'm pretty much done with it. Alex Galchenyuk. I think that was
Plekanec,
just put him on the
Galchenyuk.
wing.
Patch their captain. It ain't happening, y'all.
Well, Patrick's always going to score 30 goals. Like, that's just
it ain't happening, bro.
But all right. Their defense is horrible. Like it's a sieve.
It's gonna be the, you know what's
I
going to
like
be the best?
Petrie, man. Petrie's good.
Yeah.
Gonna be the
Weber's
best.
good.
February, just listening to this podcast. And these predictions. It's going to be so good.
For those who don't know, Montreal Canadiens is that's the only team I allow myself to be a fan of.
Boo.
The only team I allowed to. Did you say your wild cards? Yeah, you say your wild cards.
Yeah.
My wild cards, I only have coming out of the Metro. I don't think any of them come out of the Atlantic.
So you don't even think Toronto's gonna make the playoffs?
Nope.
Wow, man.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. I got Rangers.
This is my last episode on it.
We do not respect this opinion.
Nope, I don't believe in them. And my wild cards are Rangers and Hurricane.
You know, you sound right now. You
Hurricanes.
sound like Mark. You sound like Mark.
This guy thinks Irma's gonna carry them all the way to the playoffs. Come on, man.
It'll be the
I know
best
it was
prediction ever. If it
I know it was a
happens.
great offseason for Hurricanes, but not for this team.
I like Scott Darling. Scott Darling's
Who?
Scott
Darling?
Yeah, I like Scott Darling. It's good. He's a good goalie.
You and his parents are the only people who are
The
believing.
biggest fan.
Jeff Skinner, Jordan Stahl.
I like Skinner. I do like Skinner.
Jeff Skinner, Jordan Stahl. They have no center. I will admit that. They
Well,
have
maybe Darling
no
can help them out.
They have no center. But yeah, I think the Hurricanes will make it.
Man, I have them being dead last in that division.
Dead last?
I mean, like
I didn't even know they were in. No.
bottom.
I know it's a
Wait,
big.
dead last?
I know.
Worse than
I know it's
Jersey.
Wait. The Devils? The Devils are horrible.
Worse than the Devils.
The Devils are absolutely horrible.
I have
and you
Carolina-
have Hurricane lower than
I have them
Wow, you're
bombing.
crazy. Okay, we'll revisit this.
I got Montreal feeding the bottom. Sorry, man. I'm not even joking. And
You
Detroit.
guys are,
Detroit
you
too.
guys are
Detroit
awful.
too.
Detroit's definitely. That's why I wouldn't say Montreal. Detroit's definitely scraping
Detroit,
the bottom.
Montreal.
almost on purpose now.
And maybe Carolina swimming around in the bottom there.
Yeah.
Red Wings and Sabres are going to be at the bottom of that division.
No, Sabres are making.
100%.
All right, let's keep going.
100%. Where did I finish off?
We're on the
We're going.
Central?
We're going to the. We finished the Eastern,
Yeah, we're in the
Seaboard.
West now.
Oh, sorry, we're in the West.
We're in the West.
Western Central.
Central Division. Yeah, Central Division. Sorry, who do you got coming out of Central?
This is
Well,
interesting. This is the most interesting
Chicago.
division, I think.
This is the toughest division, I think.
Chicago, Nashville, and Minnesota.
Chicago,
That's why I
Nashville.
think it's
Oh no,
interesting.
I lied.
I know. I knew you'd change it right away.
Minnesota,
Yeah.
Dallas,
Yeah.
and Chicago.
Yeah,
And that's tough. Nashville was in the Stanley Cup last year.
I knew you'd change it right away when you said that, and I have the exact same three for that exact same reason. This
Yeah.
is a tough.
Minnesota,
Minnesota,
Minnesota, and Dallas.
Minnesota's really good.
Um,
Yeah, they're good.
I'm gonna switch Minnesota with St. Louis, and Minnesota takes the wild card.
Oh, okay.
Chicago, Dallas.
Look,
Louis.
Dallas needs after last year they need to come back strong.
I think they're just even better. So that there's
Well,
no way they lose.
They're
Well, they got Ben Bishop in the offseason. I think that's
and well, this is a make or break year for Bishop too, right?
yeah.
Yep.
And I think Ben
Taylor Sagan.
Sagan, Ben, and
Ben,
Spezza
yeah.
are
Yeah.
a
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Mean combo. You know what's the thing though? Like when guys are make or break or contract years in the NHL, I feel like they don't like play their asses off.
It's
like
not
NBA
like other
players.
sports,
Yeah,
right?
it's not the same. Contract years don't matter as much in the NHL for some reason. I think they pay them anyways.
It's almost like
that's
it's
why.
guaranteed. Yeah, it's pretty much. It seems like
Yeah,
it's almost guaranteed.
that's what it is.
I got Central Division. I got Blackhawks, Predators, and Stars. Those three coming out of that.
So we all kind of agree on.
kind of.
Chicago.
You don't have
Dallas.
you have Minnesota as a wild card though, probably, right?
Probably, but well, yeah, we'll get to that at the end.
alright.
And then we got Pacific.
The
Yeah.
What do you got?
specific.
The
Who do you got? Who
specific.
do you got coming out of that division?
This one's hard too, but Anaheim. I think Calgary gets out this time, and Edmonton.
Okay, I got Edmonton winning the Western. I like Calgary. I think that battle for Alberta is going to be bonkers this year,
Mhm.
and I think Anaheim gives it one last go, even though Kessler's out till
Wait, you said-
Christmas.
you said Oilers are going to win. Sorry,
Edmonton,
sorry.
Calgary, and
Yeah,
Anaheim.
yeah, sorry.
Exactly what I said.
And
Just for the record.
I think the Ducks are going to win. Oilers, Flames.
So we're all in
So we're all-
agreement.
We're
We're all in
in agreement.
agreement.
Maybe this is the only one we're in agreement with.
But do you agree
Maybe-
that the Kings get in on a
maybe
wild
Sharks.
card though?
No. I don't think any wild cards come out of this division.
Wow.
Really?
Maybe Sharks over Flames, maybe, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think any wild cards. This division's not good. It's not good.
Wild cards. I got Nashville and I got San Jose.
I got the Blues and Wild.
The Blues.
Yeah, I got the Wild and I got the Kings.
The Kings now they're too slow. They held on to their players too long, and they're just they can't play in this NHL anymore. They don't generate goals. Like they score
They
a goal a
don't
game.
score anything.
They don't score anything.
But I don't
All they
know.
do is cycle in the corner. Like they're not.
I feel
they're
like
not good.
they're still there in the conversation.
I'm taking everything you say with a grain of salt after you said something about the Canes, man.
All right, well, we're gonna revisit
I
this.
can't wait.
We're gonna revisit this.
This is, you know what, this year I've had a fantasy hockey team in like 5 or 6 years, so this year I'm a bit more invested. I've done a bit more research. I've delved into it a bit more, and I think I'm gonna sure, maybe it's because the Leafs are actually good now, and so I'm a bit more back into hockey, but this is gonna be a good year for hockey, man, especially with Vegas. So we can all agree Vegas will be the worst team in the NHL.
No.
No?
I'm not gonna agree with that. I think
I didn't have an alright team, to tell you the truth. They're not a playoff team.
Oh, who did I have as a worst team? It's not Vancouver.
Montreal.
No, Avalanche.
Avalanche?
The Avalanche will be the worst.
Come on, man. They can't be
Suck.
any worse than last year.
They were historically bad last year.
They can't be any worse than
The
that.
worst season any team had in the salary cap era. I think they were going to be the worst. I think the Devils will be worse. No, sorry.
Devils will be
I think it's
bad.
going to be who did I say? Yeah, Avalanche, Vancouver, and then the Golden Knights.
Vancouver's trash.
So where do you guys have San Jose this year?
Maybe
I had them a
they're
wild
bubble.
card, didn't I?
Yeah. I think.
Did you?
Aren't you writing this down?
No, I'm not writing that. Well, I'm going to go back
Yeah,
and
right?
write
I
it.
think they're 100% they're not making the playoffs.
I'm going to go back and write it down. Maybe they might get over the Flames.
I think they tank.
No, they still have too many. They have too many guys to play. Brett Burns, Brett Burns has won a Norris Trophy last year.
Yeah,
Like,
he's really good,
come on.
man. He's fun to watch,
Logan
dude.
Couture,
He'll be
Logan
great.
Couture.
That doesn't mean they're going to be a
Pavelski.
good team.
Yeah, Logan Couture, Joe Thornton,
Pavelski,
Can't wait.
Pavelski. No, they're still good. Like,
Vlasic, yeah. Martin Jones is okay.
Big, slow sons of bitches.
all right, what do you guys think of that? That was the first episode. What do you guys think of that?
Are we done?
Oh yeah, we're done.
What about the MLB playoffs?
Nah, we'll get to that next time.
The MLB playoffs. All right, guys.
We'll get to that next time. What do you
We're
guys-
still recording, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you got
okay.
to be out though. You guys hit us up on social media. Give us your ideas. If you think our predictions are silly, let us know who you guys think is going to be in the playoffs for each of the leagues, and we'll get to you guys on social media. We will see you guys next week. The Team Podcast, and we are out.
Later.
Nash Wells and Smythe host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.